10 years ago, I was a medical doctor, but I was overworked, overweight, had diabetes, high blood pressure, on several prescription medications, and I thought life was just falling apart. Until I discovered this one framework that completely turned my life around, and I want to share that framework with you today. Hi, I'm Dr. Kien, triple board certified MD and performance and longevity expert. And over the past several years, using this one framework, I've been able to help individuals and organizations achieve more health, happiness, and human potential. I've been able to work with brands like Google, Bank of America, to increase engagement, increase productivity, increase performance, so that they can bring more prosperity into their organizations, all using a very simple framework. And I want to share that framework with you today. You ever wonder how some people just achieve great success, whether it be in their health, in their relationships, or their business? You have people like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, business moguls like Tony Robbins or Jeff Bezos. It comes down to energy. And with this framework, you could actually control your energy, which controls your health, which controls your relationships, which controls all the results that you have in your life. Now, let's talk a little bit about energy. Are we aware of the energy that we put out every single day? Are we aware of the energy we place into our actions? Are we aware of the energy we put into our actions? Because those actions with the right energetic intention will lead to the results that we have in life. So many people ask, what is the formula for success? And some people think, oh, is it some technique or strategy? And I got to tell you this, how many of you out there know of weight loss books out there, or so many health books that are out there that are just spilling out these strategies to give you good health? How many people would read these books and still not be healthy? Why is that? Well, it's a good strategy, yes, but there are other things that might be blocking what's happening. What's one level beyond the strategy? Well, it's the talk. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that being overweight runs in your family? Are you telling yourself you'll never achieve success because you failed before? What is the talk that is happening inside? Now, it's not quite that. It's actually one level deeper than that. It's actually the thrive state. The thrive state is an energy. It's a way of being. It's a way of feeling. And how you feel actually dictates the talk that you have about yourself, which then dictates how you would take on those techniques and actions. So everything goes down to energy. If you read my book, Thrive State, you'll understand that our choices in life create an energetic state in our body that speaks to every single cell in our body. So the big question is, can we be a little bit more conscious about the energy that we bring into every single moment in life? Look, I just got back from Washington, D.C., where I was chief health correspondent at the MAHA inaugural ball. When I got back, I posted a picture, and then I had tons of people who were super excited and super hopeful for this new administration. Then I had people giving me hate messages on my DM saying, how could you support X and Y and Z? And so there were so many mixed emotions. And right now, whatever you might be going through in life, you might notice that there are challenges, there are struggles, there are changes that might come into your own life or come into the life of your organizations. A new administration, the pandemic, AI changing the way we work. What happens in that place? When you have this framework, you will be less prone and dictated to react from your emotions. Now, what you don't want to do is act in emotions of fear, act in the emotions of a stress, of anger, because when you act from that place, that's what you bring into the actions, and those are the results that you tend to get. So if you can focus on this framework I'm about to teach you today and recognize that you, in every moment in your life, get to choose how you show up. You get to choose your energy. You will shift the way you feel, which will shift the way you think and talk to yourself, will shift the actions you take, which will shift how people react to you, and will change your entire reality. This framework is called the Impact Framework, and you can find it in my book, Thrive State. If you haven't picked up a copy already, go to thrivestatebook.com. overworked.com. And I've developed it after reading the book Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl. If you don't know who he is, he's a Holocaust survivor. He was a physician, and he saw his friends and family members tortured. He saw his mother and sister being murdered. He saw his father starve to death. This was all happening during the Holocaust when they were in the concentration camps. But even with all of that, he had this to say, that between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space is our power to choose a response. And in our response lies our growth and freedom. So creating a little bit of space and being conscious about how we approach life actually dictates our entire results. So let me ask you, are there things that trigger you? Somebody giving you the burn on the freeway, a spouse or a coworker yelling at you, the pandemic coming in, AI changing the way we work. There's all these external factors that could potentially trigger us. And are we reacting? Because if somebody is yelling at you and you yell back, that is an automatic reaction. Particularly if you are triggered, you might get into states of anger, of fear, of resentment. And if you're reacting from that space, that is the energy you are putting out. Those are the actions that you're putting out. And that energy gets perpetuated in the reality you create. So how do you create a reality? And how do you create the results that you want for yourself? How do you create more health, happiness, more potential for yourself? And how do you create that in your teams and in your organizations? This impact framework changes everything. I am, pause, awareness, choice, and take action. That is the impact framework. I am is who you define yourself to be. Now, in my corporate workshops and retreats, we actually do these breath work and transformational exercises, but we get to define who we are, who we want to be. Are we joyous? Are we generous? Are we playful? Are we love? Are we connected? These are the values of who we are. And if we know those things are immutable. There is no bank account, there is no car, no house, no position you hold, no title that gets to define you but you. These are the values that you can feel. You could feel joy, you could feel wealthy, you could feel generous, you could feel connected, you could feel love just by focusing and understanding and feeling it. And then it causes a biological shift in your body. But you need to know who you are. You need to know your I am, and you need to know those values. Once you know that, whatever life hits you with, not being able to make payroll, merger and acquisitions, a pandemic hitting, it's gonna bring up some emotions. There's gonna be some stirred emotions, just like what happened at the Maha event I was in. I want you to pause. One of the great things that you can do to pause is do a meditation. You can go out for a walk. You can do something called 4-7-8 breathing, where you breathe in through your nostril for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, then blow out as if you were blowing through a straw for a count of 8. Go ahead and try that right now. In for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. See how you feel. What did we just do? We created a little bit of space, just like Viktor Frankl was saying. So whatever else that was triggering you into emotions of anger, fear, resentment, hate, worry, you short-circuited that. You've created a little bit of distance between that stimulus and however you were going to react. You created space, and in that space, I want you to have awareness. What are you feeling? Anger, fear, resentment. Where are you feeling in your body? Okay, cool. I wonder where this is coming from. Is it that story of I'm not good enough? Is it that false belief? Have that awareness and go, okay, that's not me. That's not who I want to be. Then choose. What do you choose? You choose from your I am. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be joyous? Do you want to be connected? Do you want to be loving? Do you want to be playful? You make that choice and see if you could feel that choice, and you immediately take action. It might be doing something like this, this happens in my family all the time, where I get into an argument with my partner, and then all of a sudden I wake up and like, oh my God, I just reacted. How do I want to choose to show up? I want to choose to show up with love and connection. Honey, I reacted. Again, I want us to be loving. I want us to be connected. Can we take a couple minutes and start over? You choose to respond rather than react. You choose curiosity rather than judgment. You choose to serve rather than to take. And you choose from your heart rather than from your head. And every time you make these new choices over what you would normally react to, if you choose from your values, if you choose from your purpose, when you choose to be your most authentic self over and over again, you create this energy within your body. And that energy that is focused, that is intended, will only continue to grow. This is how you choose to become the best version of yourself. It's choosing over and over again, no matter what life throws at you, the person that you want to be. This has allowed me to achieve more wealth, more connection, more love in my life. And with an organization that has defined their purpose and how they want to serve their world, if these are the values that are instilled into the people that work in that organization, if they choose those things over and over and over again, it does not matter what in the outside world or what life throws at them. It is the constant choice to be who you are, who you decide yourself to be, that will ultimately give you the fruitful results that you want in your health, in your relationships, and your business success. So again, that is the impact framework. I am, pause, awareness, choice, and then take action. This is a process I've taken people through in our transformational retreats and workshops to really, one, understand who they are, what their values are, and then implement this framework to achieve more engagement, and achieve more performance, and achieve more prosperity in every single area of life. If this has been helpful for you, if you've received value, do us a favor, like this video, go ahead, leave me a question on the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you share this content with your friends and family members. My job is really here to serve you, serve your organization, serve humanity, reminding you that you are loved, reminding you that you are connected, and reminding you that you are your best medicine.